Hi, I'm Harley Rose, and I'm back with another video. Um, it's been a little while since I filmed one of these because, I don't know, I'm really bad at remembering to film stuff. I'm really bad at remembering to take pictures on my phone. I'm bad at remembering that kind of thing. But, on the good side, the last quarter of 2024 was really productive for me. I got not all the way through the first book of my web serial, but a good portion of it done, and I'm planning on finishing that this month. And that's actually part of what we're going to talk about today is my goals for this year, this upcoming year. 2025, I feel really good about it. I feel like I'm going to be able to get a lot done, and I have some good momentum going already, and I want to keep that going. But first I'm going to talk about what I did last year. Now, for the past several years, my productivity has not been the highest because of various circumstances. I moved, I started a new job, I had to work my way up and get promoted and stuff. And so I've been doing that. I've been focusing on that heavily. But now that I am in the position that I am in, have been able to put a lot more time towards writing, which is ultimately my goal. That's what I want to do. That is what I'm passionate about. I want to write, and I love to write. And this last quarter of 2024, I was finally able to really dive back into writing, and I started working on a superhero web serial, which I am really enjoying, and I'm making a lot of really good progress on that. So in the last quarter of 2024, I wrote 100,000 words. I probably for the year I wrote between 150 and 200,000 words, which is low for me, but you know, it's a good amount of words. I also read 100 books last year. Some of those were repeats because you gotta reread stuff every so often. But I did read some new books and read some new authors that I really enjoy, such as Matt Dinniman, which I'm sure if you read fantasy, you're familiar with him by now. But I read the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which I really enjoy, amongst other things. And I'm going to continue that this upcoming year. I would like to read 100 books again because that's a lot of books, and that's a lot of new authors that I get to read, and a lot of new stories I get to enjoy, and a lot of inspiration that I get to have for my own writing. I also would really like to write 500,000 words, which I do think if I can keep up the momentum I've had, I will be able to write more than that, but I'm going to set that as my conservative goal. It is January 3rd now, but I just got my journal, so I'm going to spend some time setting my two journals up. This one's going to be my bullet journal, regular journal slash, like, you know, kind of everything. And this one's going to be my reading log. I do have a writing notebook as well, which is still from last year, but I didn't use it that much, so I'm just going to roll it over into this year. I'm really excited to be able to set these up today. It's my day off, so I finally have some time to really set the intention for this next upcoming year. But yeah, I really have the time to set my intention for this upcoming year, which is, again, write the 500,000 words. I really want to finish the Last Night series, which is the superhero web serial that I'm working on now. I'm going to start publishing it this year as well. I'm going to start posting it on Royal Road first whenever I get the cover art back. I have that commissioned. I've gotten some updates, so now I'm just waiting for it to arrive fully so I can start posting on Royal Road. I'm going to finish the first book in that series this month, and then from then on we're going to keep working on the rest of the books in the series. If I could finish the other 4, that would be incredible. I also want to start publishing my Cozy Fantasy series. It is a series of standalones, like kind of if you read like mystery books or stuff like that, where they're all in the same universe, and they're like slightly connected, but you don't have to read each one to understand what's going on. That is my goal for that series, and I have several of the books already written. I'm going to get into the editing and publishing of that later this year. And then, because this is a goal I set a long time ago, I am 20 now, and that means I am going to start querying my books. I don't know what project yet. I've got several that I am debating what would be my good foray into traditional publishing with. I do plan on querying this year, again. I made a promise to myself when I was like 15 or 16 that once I turned 20, I would like focus on that. I would try to get published traditionally. Even though I love self-publishing and I love having that control, I do eventually want to move into traditional publishing because that has always been my goal. So I'm going to figure out what project I'm going to do that with. I've got a couple options, which I won't speak about yet because, again, probably going to try and query one of them this year. But I'll be doing the editing for that, of course. I'm also going to, this is going to be a first for me, I am going to start writing my first lit RPG. I am not a huge lit RPG reader, but I have an idea that I think is really fun. I'm going to try it out, and we'll see how that goes. I really love like trying out new genres, and I made it a challenge to myself to try a new genre each year. And even though this is just another flavor of fantasy, it is a different genre and different skills to work with, so I'm going to try that out as well. But my dog is getting really anxious, so I'm gonna let him out. Gonna walk him, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I'm setting up my journals for this year. After spending the last like 30 minutes searching for a quote, I finally have the quote for my journal for this year. And yes, it is a Brandon Sanderson quote again, because I'm a simple person. I'm gonna write that down and I'm gonna show you guys. And if it looks like shit, I'm not an artist. Alright, I made a little sketch right here of what my quote is going to be. And I think I'm gonna use this right here. It's green if you can't tell, to do the art, but I'm not good at this, so I don't know, we're gonna see what I can do. Alright. This is my cover page. It's certainly not special, unlike some of the artists you'll see, but I can't draw, so this will have to do, and I like simple. So I've got my cover page set up. I'm going to work on my days in my book because I don't know what I'm going to do for the months yet, but I am going to go over a little bit. I'll go over what the rest of my notebooks are for because I have a lot of them on my desk. This is my writing journal for like keeping track of projects. It's also like editing notes. That's all editing right there. Project notes, social media plan that I abandoned last year, video scripts, idea journal. This is more like video notes. I've got a bunch of blank video notes because I never did the actual script for them. A whole video script right there. I also have like book reviews. I have like a writing word tracker diary right here that I stopped using because I have a different system now. I have a nice tracker on my computer, and I have a new writing ritual, which I'll show. It's actually been really helpful. And I'm gonna show y'all this in a later video. It's short story planning, and then my goals for this year. That was part of the script for this video. That it's not really a script, it's just basic ideas. So like it's very much not been used at all. Like this is the used part and this is the unused part. So I'm gonna keep using this year. The other notebook is this red ruled notebook. It's gonna be my reading log. As you can't read it because it's backwards. I don't have anything in here yet. Although I do plan on getting some reading done today. I am reading Elantris right now. So that'll go in here as soon as I decide what color pen to use. So that's important. And of course, I have this for my bullet journal. It's nice and thick, so I'm not going to run out of pages. And then the other notebooks on my desk are this, like, what is it called? It's like the legal pad. This is for short stories. This is my pre-writing legal pad. I keep forgetting that. And here I write down what project it is, the date, a little like, essentially like outlining before I start writing the scene or chapter or whatever I'm on, so that I have it fresh in my head, and word count tracker as well on here. And of course I put that into my computer at the end of the day. And then the other notebook I have is a, this is for outlining. As you can tell, I'm a very like physical person. I like having the notebooks. I like writing stuff down. This is my favorite pen right here. So all of this is part of how I stay focused. I focus a lot more when I have something tactile in my hands. But yeah, I'm going to set the rest of this journal up, and then I'm going to show you that setup. Alright, this is the potential setup. I'm not 100% on it, so I'm going to keep tweaking this. A good thing is this is for January 1st. And the 1st is already passed. It's the 3rd, so I can keep screwing with this as much as I want. I also have my tarot cards that I do every day, and these ones are so pretty. And then I have my little tarot card stickers. So whichever one I draw, I can just stick that over there in the corner, and it's so cute. But yeah, I'm going to keep tweaking this, but it's not bad. We'll keep working on it, and I'll find something I really like that's really nice and simple and easy to put together. That's the big thing. I need it to be simple and easy to put together. Alright, thank you for joining me for my 2025 goals and setting all of this up. Let me know in the comments any goals that you have for this year, whether they're writing related or personal. I'd like to know so we can support each other in that. But I am going to go and get some writing done now. I'll see y'all later.